Hi, it's me again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It's July 2nd. My name is Samantha Nichols, and this is Soul Pathways. I wanted to come back on I guess to give another update. A gentleman was just here at the pond, and older gentleman. As he walked away, I noticed he had a shirt with a very nice cross on the back. I don't believe in coincidences. At all. Everything happens for a reason. Everything. Nevertheless, I'm telling my unconditional love story. I'm talking about my long walk home. This is not about romantic love. It's about my journey, my life's journey, how unconventional it is. It's about the love of self, spiritual love, my trek back to source, my trek back in love of every kind, actually, probably. And how unconventional it's all been, really. Anyways, I guess at the end of the day, like I did yesterday, it's, God. I call him Dad. He asked me to speak my truth. So I was going to do that again. A little fluff went by. That was confirmation. I have a lot of gratitude too, but I'll have to admit, and before I get going on that, I'm just going to say I do cuss and say a lot of swear words, so if you're sensitive in your hearing, you might want to click off. And if you want to know why, you should even listen to me, my story. You might want to go back to my second episode, because this is episode 26. So I speak in depth in the second one about that. My name is Samantha Eagles, and I'm an Earth Angel. I'm a chosen one of the 144. I was born a psychic medium. I'm a healer, gifted through my hands and my voice, a messenger to God, and I was born this way. I have a very interesting story to share, very unconventional, very different, and in a lot of ways, a lot of the things I share, I'm also just finding out for myself. So it's kind of like you're getting to, in real time, it's like a reality show. You're getting to live with me as you watch me work through the ebb and flow of some of the hardest moments of my life. I don't, in a lot of my videos, I don't really look like what I've been through, but I will tell you right now, I've been through more than my fair share. My fair share of trauma. Who hasn't in this world? I am somebody who is a counselor, and I have sat with a lot of people in my lifetime as an earth angel, and I've heard so many stories, and you just learn to be quiet, because it's like everybody's got a story, but at some point when you've gone through a ridiculously ongoing rolling amount of stuff, I found myself saying, I wouldn't even wish this on my worst enemy. The life and the amount of things I've had to endure by myself. Again, the reasoning for all of this is all explained in other episodes. Again, it is a story. Yesterday I said something. Sometimes things seem to fall apart just so they can fall together. And today, I've been feeling for some time this distinct upsetness in my solar plexus, which is it's where you hold your confidence in your work, your career, and your ability to take care of yourself and things of that nature. And I have been struggling because of the gang stalking and things. I mean, it's been real hard. I can't underplay that fact. Regardless if it's mind fuckery or not. Either way, that's really heartbreaking. If it is mind fuckery, it's still heartbreaking that there are people out there that would do that to somebody or not. I mean, think about it. You got an innocent person, and then you got a group of people out there that make it their mission to mentally screw up a person enough to fuck up their lives. MK Ultra program is a prime example of this, and is a hot topic, at least on the YouTube, or illusion tube as I call it, that I'm aware of. If you're a chosen of the 144, you've probably heard of this program, government ran program. Anyway, excuse me. Belches. I just had a pigeon fly by, and it actually had something in its mouth, either food or nesting. Now pigeons symbolically speaking, are about peace. And it was either feeding itself or it was creating a new home. And it was, it's God's way of talking to me about what he's prompting me forward. Nevertheless, that's the topic, correct. The crumbling is what I heard today. Things are falling apart in my life so they can fall together. And it is because of him. I mean, literally. He's been wanting me to move for a long time out of this hotel, but I don't have a job or any money. And I've got a kid. And I've got a car that's been hit 10 times. Seems rather, the predicament, right? So I'm in the crumbling because it's finally hit the point where it's like the stuff that I was getting help with, it looks like we're coming to an end with that. So I give it to God. And I am getting shivers in my body because I'm a vessel to God. God actually dwells in my vessel, folks. And that is what a prophet is, a vessel to God. Only a prophet would know what that feels like. But there is a specific feeling, and I have it. I get it. I can't tell you how often I have questioned this feeling. How many times I thought it was the gang stalkers. I thought I was being betrayed. And it started in, what was it, Dad? 2026. Or maybe, was it 2025? Late? Yeah. I think it was 2025 late, right? Nevertheless, the point being, I'm nothing without my father. Black and white dragonfly just showed up. You see him? He's flying away now. Looked that one up. I did look that one up, and that was, and I've got a blue dragonfly. They're both distinctly different forms of transformation, and I'm going through them all. The crumbling, which is what I'm going through right now. I surrender daily. God pays my bills. He literally does. He does not want me attaching back into the matrix. He does not. Because I have a soul contract with him to do something in this life that he wants me to do. All I can say to this is this. Even if this is, because I'm just going to put it as a sidebar note, just to cover my own. If this happens to be any sort of play by anything but God, trust me, it won't work. God would never allow anything or anyone to hurt me. He wouldn't. Only He can dislodge me. You understand that, right? Only He approves that kind of thing. He doesn't allow people to do anything to me that He doesn't say can be done. no matter how much you might want it to be done. Why? Because he then goes through it. He is in my vessel. That's what being a messenger or prophet is. And there are more than one of me. And no, I'm nothing more than somebody who gives messages. The only reason I'm here is because of a group of people who decided they wanted to steal my whole identity from the start, from birth. So don't go acting like I'm the dangerous one now, right? You started this, not me. You. And look at what you're putting me through. No worries. At the end of the day, I'm being asked to radically surrender. And go with the flow. See that? He's being videotaped. Yeah. See that, God? Yeah. Calling judgment. Anyway. It's illegal to park there. I don't care who he is. It's illegal. City workers, they should know. There's signs right there. Can he not read? Is he not capable of reading the signs that say no standing, no stopping, no parking? Oh. I don't know. Can't tell you how many of these city workers seem to think they're above the law. But, nevertheless, at the end of the day, we've got a lot of government officials that seem to be corrupt because they're involved. They've been involved from the start in my story. And in the cover-up of my story. And there are a lot of things that I'm still trying to understand myself. It's hard to do when you don't have the financial backing because it's all being stolen. There is a man out there, possibly a water sign man, a Scorpio, that stole it, or they have water prominent in their chart. And they're working very hard to make sure I do not at all attain back my wealth. Do you understand? Hear that noise? Doesn't matter to me. Work must be done. So, at the end of the day, they're fighting tooth and nail against something they've already lost. I mean, they're not fighting me, they're fighting God. Do you really think you're gonna win against God? Do you really think you're gonna win against all the spiritual laws you've broken? For real. All the times you tried to kill me. All the crimes you committed. To take things that weren't yours to take. See all that noise? They don't want you to hear it. But I'm going to say it again. The very moment this truck, here's the key. They're putting down a garbage bin. So this is what we're talking about. A piece of shit garbage. We are. We're talking about filth and rubbish. We are. We're talking about filth and rubbish. That's what we're talking about. You got that right. Put it down. Keep making noise. Yeah. You're just creating a catastrophe for yourself, not me. You don't want the world to know who you are? That's because you got shit to hide. I don't. I stand on my truth. I ain't got shit to hide because I don't got a criminal record. I ain't done nothing. I ain't stole nothing. You know what? I woke up one day and found myself fucking broke because you stole my shit. And you've been siphoning my shit. And now you're afraid and don't want to give it all back. Oh, poor BB. Well, you're gonna. And I don't care if you don't like me. Woo woo. Poor baby. Talk to God. Because you're gonna give it all back. Every fucking red cent. And it ain't even about that. It is about what's right. You shouldn't have ever done it to begin with. You shouldn't have ever done it to begin with. You know, you went through a lot of hard work to create stories, a whole damn story about yourself, your life, the life you lead and live. Boy, what a fable. And it's falling apart around you. Do you feel the crumbling happening to you too? The thing is, after this, I rise. Do you understand? And as I rise, you, my friend, will fall. See, your crumbling doesn't stop crumbling. No. Your crumbling will stay crumbling. Why? Because that's what you did to me. For years and decades. You can't even fathom how horrific the craziness is that you did to me. See, even the workplaces around here, they shut their doors. Look at this. They shut their fucking doors. These doors were open. And it isn't because I'm a bad person. No. It's shame. It's shame. It's that simple. That's what God tells me. Because they're involved. We have somebody in there who was spying on me and telling the police or something like that. It doesn't matter. I don't hold ill will. But I do want justice. Not because I'm a bad person, but I do want my balance. I want balance and I want life. My life back. I want the people in positions of authority brought to justice. They're gonna lose their jobs. Sorry, folks. You're in a place where it's your job to do certain things and you're fucking out there not doing it, you're losing your job. If you're in a fucking place of being a religious icon or whatever, you're going down. You shouldn't be where you're at. It's that simple. God sees you. This is my truth. 50 years old this year. And I'm about to lose, let's just say it, I've lost everything. Everything simply because of a group of people who robbed me of even door dashing. They wanted me to be homeless, broke, and so poor that I wound up on the street. That way they could then kill me, rape me or whatever, kidnap me. None of that shit's gonna happen. Boy, do they got a fucking other thing coming. Because that's what they wanted. And look at where I'm going. I can't afford to even do my laundry, get gas in my car. I mean, that's what you wanted. You wanted to kill me. The police even turned their heads to this. I have never been so unprotected in my life that God actually granted me the ability to protect myself, which was the scariest thing I've ever had to do. When you're forced to stick up for yourself against an entire community of corrupt assholes, you become a fucking asshole yourself. So you wonder why I am the way I am. And then you sit around and you poke at me. And you make my kids sick. And you fucking try to kill my animals. And you put roaches and gnats in my room. And you sit outside my window staring up at me like I'm a fucking theater. And you build a phone tower outside my fucking hotel. Because somehow I'm a goddamn battery. And you use me and you use me and you use me. And you wonder, why is she not nice? Why am I not nice? Where did the nice woman go? Could have went with the fact that, you know, I'm feeling everybody's shitty intentions. Could have been with the man who called me a fucking whore. How about the woman who gave me the shitty snare who thinks I'm a piece of shit when she's out there cheating on her husband? So many people and so much judgment. I'm at a hotel filled with people who used to like me, who all took fucking offers to dislike me because they wanted the money. This is humanity for you. People are so fucking shallow that they will just accept whatever from whatever stranger based on money. Oh, I don't know this person. You say they're bad? Okay, they're bad. Pay my bill. Because that's where we are in humanity, that we will just fucking throw anybody under the fucking bus. And that's my truth. And now, I am about to be homeless. I mean, really homeless. And carless. I mean, I called to get housing, and they told me I don't qualify. I'm not homeless, really. There was a gang stalker connection there. I'll send you resources. No resources were ever sent. Child support. Rigged. Not only did they lower it, I haven't gotten a child support payment in 2 years, and somebody stole them. All of them. All of those payments were stolen by somebody else, who now, obviously, somebody else had Christopher. So all my payments went somewhere outside of me. And the pin on that account was Robert Harris's birthday. I don't know if it was Robert Harris. Let's make that clear. It could be somebody setting up Robert Harris because they don't want us together. I have to be objective. What? I'm not just gonna fucking blame anybody. Just because a birthday's there doesn't mean he fucking did it. He didn't. What? That's fucking ludicrous. Where's the proof? But somebody stole several $1,000s of my child support. My child's money. My child's money. Not to mention an inheritance, a house. My identity. And DoorDash earnings. Siphoned right off the top. Oh yes you did. You son of a bitch. Yes you did, you fucking asshole. Yes you did. Yes you did. You see that? Yes you did. I fucking know like I know like I know like I know like I know you fucking hacked that app. And you made it to where you siphoned off of every singular one. You made all my clientele gang stalkers. Yes, you did. And you took turns bullying me. All day, every day. And I will get all that money back, and then some. Not for the sake of the money, just because that's justice. And I will get my inheritance back. I will get my namesake back. I will find out the origins of who I fucking really am. And any properties, any assets that are mine. I will get every fucking thing plus some back. Just because of the mental abuse, the emotional abuse, what you did to my son, how long you've done it for. Fucking 5 decades! Decades! The government involvement. The military involvement. The CIA, the FBI involvement. Transnational involvement. Because this happens in Germany. Crib cards. My crib card came from Germany, and it had 2 last names on it. 2. 1, if not both, had marks through them. And there's some stories I was told by my folks about how that happened, because I physically held that fucking crib card. I sure the fuck did. I seen it with my own eyes, held it with my own hands. So I'm hearing that these folks are trying to make me forget, and they have done. There's so much of my childhood I still struggle. It's not even fair. And it's been an ongoing thing. My son's not biological dad, but his dad, he should be, by all intent and purposes, be, I call him dad. His dad. He calls him dad. We've talked. I've known him 30 some years, and you know, it's the ongoing thing that I don't remember a lot of my childhood. I wonder why. Because I have a great memory. And I've asked God to restore my memories. All of them. Everything. Regardless if you barred them, blocked them, removed them, I've asked for restore. Complete restore. Because I have a right to know what happened to me. This group uses social media to create mass amounts of illusion. Just so you know. They absolutely do. So outside of here, these are not just your typical people. No. These are people that actually hold other jobs. A lot of them do. By day, they're, I don't know, a courthouse receptionist. And by night, they're a criminal. Will you do me a favor? Ring, ring, ring. Will you do me a favor? Yeah, what do you need? What's a secret handshake, right? Sort of thing. Because they're part of secret societies, cults, and whatever, covens, and crazy. Because you've heard of these things. They're not so secret. Freemasons, Illuminatis, Bohemian Grove, Eastern Stars. They exist. And a lot of the people you'd never think that were involved with them are government officials, politicians, oh yeah, hospital people, doctors, lawyers, police. They're not your Walmart people. Fuck no. These people wouldn't be caught dead doing a service fucking job. Are you joking? We're talking movie stars. We're talking music industry. We're talking creative. We're talking people with power. And then there's a lot of them that are entrepreneurs, or they want an easier life. So they steal other people's destinies. Yeah, fire signs like to do that shit. You know, they're entrepreneurs. They're go-getters. And they go get other people's shit. Don't you? That's a real problem for me. Hear the motorcycle? They might even like the fast life. Motorcycles, fast cars, old cars. That adrenaline rush. I'm pretty sure of it. In fact, I'm pretty sure they'd kill for it. They probably into doing crack, coke, ooh, anything, you know, drinking, driving, fucking, all those types of things. Gotta live that high life, right? Don't want to stop. Gotta keep going. Go, 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 go. And everybody else who's not on that line, let's run them over and take what they got. Heck, hit them again. Make sure they're really, really dead. Just saying. That guy over there doing some fuck. It's like, what the fuck? There's a guy over there with his back turned. He was texting like a madman. Anyway. Don't think I don't see you. That's part of my truth. Especially if I've had former contact with you. I know you're the problem. I know you're the problem. You're the reason all this shit started to begin with. You and your family. Right? Is it father? Is it brother? Are we related? I hope not. But if we are, don't think I'm going to be joining your club anytime soon. No. I have way too many morals for that. I don't hurt people. Plus, I already have a contract. One's enough. It's full and it's with God. Sorry. So my truth here today is, it seems my crumbling is in effect. I'm currently needing a job and a place for me and my child to live, and a car, assistance. I can't seem to go about it the conventional way. I have tried. Block, 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 block. I'm gonna try again, but if God says so. You know, they say the big secret here is that I'm not actually blocked. I'm not actually trapped. That's the big fucking secret on Marketplace Circle here. Is that the Earth Angel in the hotel is not actually trapped. And that's supposedly the secret. I fucking already knew I wasn't actually trapped. How is that a fucking secret? That's old news. Truly. I am nothing without God. And I give all of this to Him. Every ounce of it. All of it. Even that pit in my stomach. And I'm going to do everything I can to stay upbeat and hold faith as big as a mustard seed. Because I have car insurance due on the 17th. I won't have payment for that. And then I'm not quite sure how long I'll have a home. I do need to go though by the 1st of August. So I've got exactly 1 month. 1 month. Countdown begins. And I'm not telling my kid. My kid doesn't know anything. I'm even gonna let him get his little job. He doesn't need to stress. Heck, I'm gonna try like hell's bells not to stress. Why? People who know that they're gonna be taken care of don't sit around and stress, do they? People who know that God's gonna catch them don't stress. I'll keep you guys informed. This should be very... What would be the right word, Dad? I heard divinely guided. I was going to say interesting, but okay. I already know it's divinely guided. I'm divinely guided. Dad, there's only one way to be when I'm with you. You are divine. I wouldn't want to live my life any other way. I just heard. I will show the way. Actually, and there's confirmation. He will show the way. Correct. The Trinity. I always used to read. Because I asked why it said he. The Trinity. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I've never been a prophet before. I'm gonna have to ask other prophets if they've heard. I love my dad. I don't question it. I ain't got nothing to lose. You're looking at somebody who really has nothing to lose. And everything to gain. Because this morning when things were crumbling, the crumbling began, and I stared in the mirror at myself. I asked, or actually I said to Dad, I said I'm fearful. And I heard, what if it doesn't work out? And then I heard my higher self step in and say, but what if it does work out? And then I sided with her, because that's the truth. What if it does? And I let go of the rest. And I haven't turned back. The truth is, what if it does work out? And that's where I want my energy to be. And the what if it does work out. Because that's what we want to focus on here. It working out. Because it will. When God tells you He's going to do something for you, He does it. And He's showing me right now that my whole life He's never let me fall. He's showing me that. Through all my life. Every single time when things really got shitty, He never let me fall. He never let me fall. Not once. Not ever. .53 on my timer, which is 8:8. He said, this time will be no different. When that number came up. This time will be no different. I've got a hawk. A huge hawk very close. I think that's what that is. Is that a hawk? Yeah. Hawk. No, where are these? Ravens. I'm not quite sure. Ravens, hawks. Well, usually the red-winged blackbirds are with them. I mean, doesn't that cloud look like a messenger too? And then I've got, is that another? Yeah, we've typically got 3 ravens that fly together. Yeah. Or are these hawks? I'm not sure. Usually we got red-winged blackbirds that fucking attack them. Anyway, doesn't matter. The overall with ravens is magic. Magic and miracles. That's how I've always seen ravens. Before all this began, I'll tell you, before any of this, we're talking way back before all of this, when me and Robert were friends on Facebook, he once sent me a video of a raven. And it was jumping around in, I think his subdivision. I think it's just because he likes ravens, but I like ravens too. They're magical. But, you know, 3 ravens, and that's what they are. Death and rebirth, and there's 3. The Trinity. But in this situation, they've been kind of not the greatest for a minute, but my ancestors weren't chasing them here. The red-winged blackbirds have been chasing them. They weren't, which tells me they're back to being ravens. Confirmed. So that's what this update's about. You're talking to I got a ladybug. Wow, a red ladybug. Because they come in all different colors. A red ladybug. That's a nice final symbolism. 56. 51. There's another raven for magic and miracles. And it looks like a goat up there. Greatest of all times, I heard. So, you know, it's looking like it'll be okay. Just go with the flow and hang in there. And I'm gonna. I am. I'm sorry. I thought I got bit by something. I'm wearing shorts today, and I don't typically wear shorts. But it's like 100 degrees again today. Nevertheless, with the airplane coming in, it's incoming news, incoming opportunities, incoming money, could be incoming anything, incoming. Especially since I only hear it, I don't see it. And then I have 2 dragonflies here that are playing. They're the same, they were of the same. So I could be meeting somebody who's also transforming, who's of the same soul group. So I could be meeting soul tribe, somebody who will understand. It's gonna be okay, basically. Oh, and here's a 3rd. We've got 3 now. 3 dragonflies of the same. And I saw the ladybug. Luck. And I just heard a horn honk. And I'm literally getting crawled on by ants. And ants are all about, community and working together. And I'm feeling here is like, that's what's going to happen. There's a community out there that really wants me because I'm getting crawled all over on. And it's just about getting me there. Because these ants are really trying to get me. So I'm eager to join. It's just that I need to, I think I need to heal a little bit first. I haven't had a vacation in a minute. I was telling Dad today, it's been like, what, almost a decade or something, 8 years or something since me and Chris have had any downtime. I mean, I've literally been working nonstop, working, no pay, practically, in a lot of ways for the last 5 years. So I got a lot of back pay coming, because a lot of that was stolen from me. A lot of it. And the universe always returns. Because God sees, He knows what I've put out, what I've put in. He knows what I've gone through. He does. And He knows. I'm not asking for more. I'm just asking for what's right. Justice. That's it. That's it. And that's my truth. And I guess, if you can resonate with any of this, from the homelessness to the joblessness, and that ties into your spirituality, know God's got you too. If He brings you to it, He'll bring you through it. I need you to know God's been with me since day one. I can't tell you how much stuff God's brought me through. Watch my story. How do I get through this stuff? I sit here. Every day. And I talk with Him. And it ain't the only time. I get up in the morning and I take a bath. A spiritual bath. And that bath can last 1 to 4 hours. And I cry. Why? Because I'm an empath. And when you're an empath, you're also a sponge. I transmute energy for the entire hotel I live in. Because I'm a grid worker. And I came to that hotel. Look at that. Sand crane. Wow, that's beautiful, Daddy. Sand cranes are all about family and community. Wow. I was at that hotel to see light and to help bring some light into the dark there. My time's up there though. But I transmute as much as I can. I think, every ounce of work I've done there has been, I don't know if it was all for naught or not, Dad, I feel like everything I did there was torn apart. But I got a black dragonfly here now. Have you ever seen a truly, totally black dragonfly? I got one here, and it comes out on occasion. It's here. It just came out when I said that. It's amazing. Nevertheless, know that if there's a will, there's a way. In this life, you gotta recognize you're a co-creator with something more. The Creator. Whoever or whatever your higher power is. I am not joking when I say that. I am not religious. I'm not. I'm Chippewa Indian. Yeah, I have a very unconventional story. And I'll just say to you this. You co-create your reality with this Creator. And if you're falling on hard times, you can go to your Creator and have a little small chat and start talking every day with this Creator. Wow, something's coming in quickly. That's a jet. And that might change. Something could be changing quickly too. I just was told that could mean a quick, rapid turnaround for you as well. And that was 4, 5, 6 on my timer. So which is progress, forward movement, change, acceleration. I just heard that, acceleration. I just heard liftoff. Don't be afraid. I can't say it's not scary. But you just hold on to the hem of your Creator and trust. Think of all the hard times, because He got you through all of them. He did, regardless if you know it or not. It is that Creator who got you through it all. And if you need more proof, then before you do the big thing, do some small things with Him. And He'll give you that. I know He will, because He's gracious like that. I've got the greatest dad ever. Let me repeat that. The greatest dad ever. I'm nothing without him. Literally, I'm nothing. I love my dad. I literally just told him, was it last night or today, I cried and I said, I wish you were a human being, because I want nothing more than to hug you. I think if there was something I miss on this journey, it's physical touch. Being alone is hard. Sometimes I just want to hug somebody, even to celebrate or to emote, period. Or during, my hardships, somebody just to hold their hand, or, to talk their ear off. Or, they could talk mine off. So, I told my dad that. That's God. I know He heard me. He didn't let me stay crying for more than 0.1 seconds before He was wiping up those tears. But I'm very close with my dad. He's all I got. He really truly is. And that's how I know, like I know, He will never let me be homeless or jobless. He will never let groups of people injure me. I might have to learn hard lessons and face fears like I am right now. But that's for my betterment. And that's for preparation to be something more. For my own good. Towards things that I dream about and have dreamt about since I was a child. That's all. God's not vindictive. He's not bad. We might get frustrated with Him from time to time because He does make us face fears that we just were like, God, I'm not. And we fight Him. God, I can't tell you how. I've been fighting on this one. He's been asking me to do it for months. And I just begged Him to let me try to do it my own way. And He did. See how graceful He was? And I couldn't work it out. I just was unable to work it out my way. Time's up. So if you can pray for me, pray for me. And I'm just, going to sink myself into as much of a positive zone as I can. And at this point in time, I'm going to throw my chips up in the air and they fall where they fall. Because I'm going to let those chips fall where they lay. Because they'll lay exactly where they're meant to. sad, I know. Anyways, so much love to you. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Thank you for joining along. If you do resonate with this story, know there's a way to be made for you as well. And I see you. I feel you, and I'm proud of you. Keep going. Be well. Till next time. Bye.